In this video, I do street photography on the streets of Tokyo for about 10 hours, and I'll be showing you some of the results that I got. Hey guys, so in the previous video, I talked briefly about how I felt like I didn't have much time to shoot as much photos as I wanted. So a few days ago, I decided to sleep early, wake up early, take photos from the morning till night for about 10 hours, and also make a video about it. I went through a few locations in Tokyo starting from my hometown, and I'll be showing you some of the video that I took in the midst of that, and I'll be showing you some of the pictures that I got as a result as well. So the agenda for today is, first I'm roaming around my hometown. I'm going to try to get back into shape by taking a lot of photos. We're gonna eat some brunch, I guess, and then we're gonna head out to central Tokyo. Since I haven't been shooting like this intensely in a while, I'm gonna try to take a lot of shots today. Because I haven't been taking photographs this intensely in a while, I decided to kind of warm up to the scene forcefully in a way. When starting a day of street photography off, the first shots that I get are pretty much always going to be terrible. So it's smart to just get them over with, which is what I did in this scene. In this day specifically, I think I took about 500 to 600 photographs. I tried to crank out more, but I just couldn't. I'm usually not the type that takes too many photographs in a day, but there's a few variables. If I'm having a productive and exciting day and everything that comes before my eyes have this irresistible glamour and mystery to them, then yeah, I might, take maybe like 1,000 photographs or so. Not to say that nothing exciting happened that day. I think this frame ended up being one of the more interesting shots from the day. In this shot, I chose to utilize the pigeons as we do normally with humans. Things like, well, where do we put them in the frame? Which way are they facing? Are they overlapping with each other or not? What's the relationship between them and all these vertical objects that are in the background? I made the stupid mistake of starting the washing machine right before I started recording this video. Not a good idea. It's 1:15. I've been lucky enough to get, I think, a few not so bad shots. I've been looking for the certain type of gummy bears that I really like in the convenience store, and I haven't found them, and it's really ticking me off. So I'm kind of in the search for them now. I tend to shoot alone all the time, but this day I decided to meet up with a few photographer buddies of mine. It's true that I operate better alone and get better shots overall, I think, on average. But bringing in other people or friends in the equation is just a whole different experience overall. And sometimes that joy and pleasure of being around someone else they like is exactly the motivation that you need, because as long as it's keeping you on the streets, I think it has value. You know, you're having fun, sharing visions, joking around together, talking about photography, maybe eating some good food, drinking some coffee. That's all a great experience, and you're all sharing the street together, which is something that we street photographers, I believe, like hogging to ourselves usually. In the end, I walked around from about 9:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night. In terms of distance, I believe I walked around for about 15 kilometers or so, which isn't too much for me, but this is probably because I was hanging out with friends some of the time too. See, this day wasn't as intense maybe as some of the days I would take photographs in the past maybe. But it's just enough to get me on the streets and taking photos again, so I'm pretty happy. Overall, not too bad of shots, I think. The results, it's hard to tell objectively how good they are because it's only been, 2 days. But some of them turned out better than I expected, so I liked the experience that I had throughout the day. I'll definitely be shooting more again, and I want to thank you guys for all the support. And please, if you're inclined to do so, leave a like, and also leave some comments on the comments section to, let me know how the photographs turned out. And I'm pleased to segment it into the sponsored section of this video. Make sure to like and subscribe so it helps the algorithm, please. Getting kind of desperate here. As many of you guys know, in this channel I try to talk a lot about art, photography, and learning to get better at it. So I think it's only natural that Skillshare is a sponsor of this video. If you guys watch a lot of YouTube, I'm sure you've heard of Skillshare before. They are a massive online learning community with thousands of available classes, especially when it comes to things like creativity, art, and even photography. I recently watched a street photography course by Craig Whitehead. You guys may know him. He talks a lot about abstraction, colors, and also editing. And these are not really taboos, but these are some topics that a lot of photographers try not to talk about, so it was great to hear him openly talk about these topics. Again, there's thousands of courses available, they're always launching new ones, and there are no ads on them, so yeah, it's quite a nice learning experience, and it's less than $10 a month for an annual subscription. So yeah, if you're interested in anything creative, definitely go check them out. The first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get a free Skillshare Premium membership trial. Again, thanks for watching, and please go check Skillshare out. See you guys. Bye.